The global economy might grow 10x in the next decade, and humans may struggle to find anything meaningful to do.
Whoa, that sounds insane. Is that even realistic?
That's a very good question. Look, here's the thing. When Elon Musk talks about this, he's not making a casual statement. He's pointing at a structural shift, a technological inflection point we've never seen before. Let's unpack it step by step. At a high level, economies grow when productivity increases. Historically, that came from machines, electricity, software. But now we're entering a phase where AI plus robotics plus digital manufacturing converge.
So like AI writing code, robots building stuff?
Exactly, but much bigger. Think about this. AI doesn't just assist humans anymore. It replaces entire layers of labor. And when you connect the dots, there are three things happening simultaneously. First, cognitive labor is being automated. Large language models, like what powers modern AI systems, can reason, generate, plan, even make decisions. Second, physical labor is being automated. Robotics, like Tesla's Optimus, is moving from factories into the real world. Third, production is becoming digital. 3D printing, automated supply chains, drones, we're turning atoms into something that behaves like software.
Wait, atoms behaving like software? What does that mean?
That's the interesting part. Software scales at near zero cost. You write it once, deploy it 1,000,000 times. Now imagine physical goods behaving similarly. You design something digitally, a robot builds it, a drone delivers it, all with minimal human input. That's a paradigm shift in production economics.
So things just become super cheap?
Precisely. And this is where Musk's point about deflation comes in. Let me be very clear. Inflation happens when money supply grows faster than goods and services. But what if the opposite happens? What if goods and services explode in abundance faster than money itself?
Then prices go down?
Exactly. Broadly speaking, we could enter a deflationary supercycle. And this is counterintuitive because modern economies are built on inflation. Governments, debt systems, asset prices all assume that prices go up over time.
So if prices go down, doesn't that break the system?
That's the core thesis. This is not just a tech shift, it's a monetary and societal disruption. If AI produces abundance, then labor becomes less valuable. And this begs the question, if humans are not needed for production, how do they earn money?
That's where universal basic income comes in, right?
Yes, Musk hinted at that. Universal pay. At a high level, the idea is simple. If machines create all the value, governments redistribute it. But here's the nuance, and it's critical. This is not about poverty anymore. This is about meaning.
Meaning?
Let's take a step back. For thousands of years, human identity has been tied to work. You're a builder, a doctor, an engineer. Now imagine a world where AI does all of that better, faster, cheaper.
So what do humans do?
That's where things get fascinating. There are two scenarios. Scenario 1, pessimistic. Humans become passive consumers, entertainment, virtual worlds, distraction. Scenario 2, optimistic. Humans move into creativity, exploration, philosophy, human connection.
So like we become more human?
Exactly. In a nutshell, AI could force humanity to redefine itself. But there's another layer, and this is key from a technomics perspective. Who owns the AI? Because if a few companies control the infrastructure, the GPUs, the data centers, the models, then the value doesn't get distributed evenly.
So companies like NVIDIA, Tesla, Microsoft?
Yes, and the hyperscalers. This becomes a platform play at global scale, and markets are already trying to price this in. That's why you see massive capital flowing into AI infrastructure.
But what about things like cars? You mentioned robotaxis.
Great point. Let's look at Tesla as an example. Today, you own a car. It sits idle 95% of the time. In a robotaxi world, cars become shared autonomous assets. Utilization goes up, costs go down.
So fewer cars overall?
Exactly. Entire industries shrink while others explode. Automotive manufacturing changes, insurance changes, urban design changes, and then layer in robots at home.
That part feels a bit crazy.
Well, that's where things get real. Imagine a robot that cleans your house, cooks your food, fixes things, assists elderly people. This is not science fiction anymore. It's early innings.
So basically, everything gets automated.
Broadly speaking, yes, and that leads to Musk's bold prediction, 10x economic growth, because productivity is no longer constrained by human labor.
But is that actually sustainable?
There are unknowns: energy supply, resource constraints, political systems, social adaptation. It depends how we manage the transition.
So the real challenge isn't the technology, it's society.
Exactly. Look, here's the thing. We're not just building smarter machines, we're redesigning the operating system of civilization. And history has shown transitions like this are messy.
Okay, let me try to summarize. AI, robots, and digital production will massively increase output. That could lead to deflation because goods become abundant, work might disappear for many people, so we may need new economic systems like universal basic income, and society has to redefine itself through meaning.
That's a great summary. And here's my closing thought. Make no mistake, this is not a gradual change. This is a once-in-a-century inflection point. Going forward, the question is not, will AI change the world? The question is, how fast and who controls the outcome? And that is where the real game begins.